My name is Butch Cambra. I live in Hawaii on the windward side, and I travel to the Philippines to fight roosters. I'm a third generation cockfighter. Actually fourth generation. My great grandfather fought roosters here, my grandfather, my father, and now I fight roosters. But now we can't fight here, so we go to the Philippines to fight. I'm Hawaiian Portuguese, and we've been fighting roosters forever. And we have, in Hawaii, we have so many different nationalities. We have, you have Japanese, you have Chinese, you have Filipinos, you have Vietnamese, everybody here. You have every nationality at the cockfights. And I mean, I don't see how you can outlaw something that every nationality in Hawaii does it, I visit the Philippines 2 to 3 times a year. We have a farm in Antipolo, and I have about 60 cocks there, and we got a bunch of stags now too also. Actually, I used to go with my dad when I was like 6 years old, and ever since then I've been involved with chickens. I'm 57 years old, I make 58 in September, and I don't think I'm going to stop. Well, what I do now is I breed a lot of chickens, and I sell a lot of brood stock. So brood stock to the Philippines, to Guam, and also to Madro, Micronesia. Yeah. Well, it's like anything else. This is something you gotta love, yeah. And you gotta love chicken fights. You gotta love chickens. You gotta embrace the sport. And that's what I did. I embraced this sport, and with my background, my dad, my grandfathers, that's how I got involved in this. I've got basically my base blood is from is Dan Gray brown hairs, Dan Gray clarets. I got from Dan Gray. I also have from Mike Formosa. I've got from I got the original clarets I had was from Gus Friedel. He was Colonel Madigan. He worked for Colonel Madigan way back in the 40s and the early early 40s and the early 50s. He in the background you can see I got some claret brood cocks. I used to fight when it was legal. We used to fight in Louisiana. We used to fight in Arizona. We fought in Oklahoma, and now we fought in. We got a farm in Philippines, and we fight in the Philippines now. Okay, the hatch line also came from Dan. We got some hatches from Dan, some blue face hatches from Dan Gray. I also have some Mel Sims that I bought from Mel, and they black roosters. I don't like black roosters, but my wife likes black roosters. So to keep everybody in the sport, I breed black roosters to keep my wife with me. I would say when the people that you meet, I mean, there's so many people that you meet, great people, all walks of life. You meet doctors, you meet lawyers, you meet you meet regular people. People in this sport are really, really good people. And you learn a lot from all these different people. I've had a great time in the Philippines. I love it in the Philippines. You go there, you have press conferences, you meet so many different kinds of people from different walks of life and stuff, and that's important. It's great. I love fighting cocks in the Philippines. I think that in the Philippines that they're ahead of everything. Because to me, that's the fairest game they got right now in the Philippines, and the best rooster going to win in the Philippines. Well, way back when, people had they had big roosters, all 7-pound roosters, little slower roosters. Nowadays, everybody got, before only certain people had good roosters, real good roosters. Now everybody can get really good roosters, so the sport has gotten better over the years, you know. So there's a big difference from 20 years ago till now, from 30 years ago till now, because now people can have knowledge. Back 20 years ago, not everybody had the knowledge. Not everybody had the money to go buy good roosters, you know. My thoughts on these laws is, we have people coming into Hawaii now, and they're taking away my rights to enjoy this sport. I don't go out and try and take away people's rights, because you know what, if you want to raise dogs, that's fine. You want to raise horses, that's fine. You want a pet horse or a pet dog or a pet cat, that's fine. I mean, I got chickens. A lot of these chickens is my pets. I mean, I love these chickens like you love your dogs, you know. So to me, it's important that nobody interferes with my rights, and I don't interfere with nobody else's. I don't condemn anybody else for what they do, and I don't expect anyone to condemn what I do. But we have a lot of people coming in now that trying to say, oh, we don't want you to do this, we don't want you to do that. It's like people forcing you to eat vegetables instead of meat, you know. I mean, it's a check and balance. You gotta, if I want to do something and you want to do something else, you don't have to do what I do. You know, you can go somewhere else and do it. But it seems like the law is going more and more to the what they call Western law, the modern law, yeah. And I don't think they have a right to do that, but you know, that's how it goes, I guess. I'd like to go to the Philippines. I'd like to move to the Philippines. My wife's going to retire in a couple years or whenever, and once she's retired, then we should be able to move to the Philippines and fight roosters in the Philippines. Well, here in Hawaii, I'm hoping that it stays the way it is, or at least they try and make it a cultural thing, you know. But personally, I think if we last another 10 years here in Hawaii, that's going to be about it. I think. But I'm hoping it lasts another 20 years. Because in 20 years, I don't know if I'm still going to be around in 20 years. But to me, one of the best that I ever met was Harold Brown. I met him, you know, he used to come here, and I mean, he was a real gentleman, and I think he was one of the icons, yeah, of this sport. And and everybody looked up to Harold. It's like Mr. Jumper. Everybody looks up to Mr. Jumper. He's another one, but I think Harold was like one of the foremost cockfighters in America. I think that's the greatest magazine out. The pictures, the articles, the in-depth stuff you guys do, the interviews and stuff. I mean, you can read that and you can associate with the people that you talk to and stuff, because you know you kind of break down everything, you know. So, and the people here in Hawaii, we don't have that, and I think people really appreciate stuff like that. And it's a great magazine, great pictures, great articles. Well, you know, something always comes to me that I saw. At one time I saw Mr. Jumper and Mel Sims fight each other in a derby in Copper State when it was legal there. And these two men is perfect gentlemen. They came into the ring, they shook hands, they talked story, they fought. I forget who won, but after they fought, they went back to the middle of the ring, they shook hands, and they walked out. To me, this is a sport. It's not a, you know, a lot of people take it real serious, like, oh yeah, I killed this guy, or I did this, I did that. To me, it's a sport where you got to be gentleman about it, yeah. And that's what I feel that I think everybody should be gentlemen. that's why I like the Philippines, because win, lose, draw, whatever, you shake the guy's hand, you know, before you fight. You shake the guy's hand after you fight. It doesn't, it's not a personal thing. And to me, that's really important. I really appreciate this. You letting me give my opinion on everything. And personally, I think the Philippines is the greatest place on earth to fight roosters. And we got a farm there, and we'll be representing the Hawaii guys in the Philippines. And if anybody want to see us, we'll be at the World Slasher in January, and we'll probably be at San Juan right after January. I'd like to say thank you to you, Manny, for this opportunity, and all the boys that came with you. I mean, I really appreciate you folks coming by, and I really enjoy myself in the Philippines, and you guys treat me really well. You treat my family and everybody. And if I can ever do anything for you folks, you let me know. Thank you very much.
Hello, Doc. Okay, Butch Cambra sells only brood fowls, nothing for anything illegal. So he will show to us the bloodlines that he is breeding through the years para makita ko ang ating mga kabayan na manonood itong show natin sa Pilipinas.
In this first pen, what I have is a Dangay Roundhead with some Dangay Clarets.
Roundhead claret.
Yeah, Roundhead cock and claret hens.
What are the things that you liked in them?
What?
The qualities of each?
Their fighting ability. They're smart, and they're really good cutters. They don't waste there's no wasted motion. Yeah.
Okay.
Next pen is the pure clarets. That's an old brood cock with some young hens. This is the Dangay clarets. The next pen, these are pure clarets. This stag here is from this old claret rooster. These are pure clarets. These hens are pure, and the rooster is pure also.
You know, Butch, when they get to watch the show, they'll be asking how much would you sell a trio of this claret?
But the trios go for 1,500 and up.
Okay. That is inclusive of everything?
No, the shipping and everything is different. The shipping costs more, yeah. With everything, it runs about for a trio to send like to the Philippines. It's gonna run like about 2,200 one trio.
Look at that
This-
hen.
This is another pure claret rooster. These was the claret hens from Gus Fridioff.
Oh, these
Yeah.
hens over here are
Yeah.
from Gus the old man, huh?
Yes. They're offsprings from the original ones I got from Gus. This next brood cock is an old cock that I got from Dan. He's real old. He's really old.
How many years old?
So he's like 14 years old.
Still using them, huh?
Yeah.
Probably really a good producer.
He's
huh?
a good producer. Real good producer.
And the hens are roundhead.
Yes, they're pure roundheads. I throw them together after the season, and I breed straight pures. I breed everything pure at the end of the season.
Okay. And the next pen.
This next pen is that's a Dangay Roundhead and Dangay Roundhead hens.
So these are pure breed.
Yes. This next pen, this is an Albany rooster.
Wow.
I got him from that's a Green Jeans Albany cock.
Larry Romero.
Larry Romero, yes. And the hens are pure clarets.
Oh, Larry Albany.
Those blacks, that's my wife's chickens. These are black travelers. They're like the original McRae's,
Oh, okay.
but my wife likes black, so I gotta have blacks.
Parang sa bungero, nandito po tayo sa isang farm na makukonsider natin na napakagaganda ng mga bloodline. No? Dito po sa farm ni Butch Cambra, kasama kanyang may bahay na si Terry Cambra, na palagi pong pumupunta sa Pilipinas. Kung di ako nagkakamali, pang 7 beses na nila pumunta sa atin pong mga labanan, lalong-lalo na sa World Slashers. Nakita nyo din po dito sa farm ni Butch ang quality ng mga manok na binibreed niya, mostly are that of the famous breeder Dan Gray. Dito po ay pilit na binubuhay ng mga Hawaiano ang tradisyon ng sabong, at sila po ay nangangarap na sana po ay maging legal na ang sabong dito sa bansa ng Hawaii. You can feel their pride, their passion for this sport, and the love and dedication to raise these chickens is second to none. And you can see that in the farm of Mr. Butch and Terry Cambra. Hanggang sa muli po, ito po si Manny Berbano para po sa Sabong TV at Excellence Poultry and Livestock Specialist na nagsasabing, Sabong TV, laban kung laban.